Alright, folks, welcome back to Talking Music with Mike Stone. I am Mike Stone, as always. And as you might have guessed, today we are going to talk about this monstrosity. So this is the Black Album box set by Metallica, and this is the most current box set right now. So there's a lot to get into there. It's a heavy set, and so go ahead and get what you need, and I'll be back here in a minute. Alright, folks, welcome back. So, as I said, we're going to talk about the Black Album today, the box set. And it's a big one. So, you know, this isn't where I came into Metallica at. That was Injustice for All. So technically, the Black Album was the first new Metallica release for me after I became a fan. So I remember in August of '91, I camped out at Best Buy to get this when it not the box set, but the original CD, which I have in my rack back there still. Camped out at Best Buy, and was one of the first people that bought it, and I have played the ever-loving shit out of that album, and to this day I still love it. A lot of people slag on the Black Album. Yeah, you know what? Those people are very narrow-minded individuals. That's all I got to say. Black Album is a great album, and I'll defend that hill till the day I die. Anyway, so getting into the set. So we've got it's a slightly different kind of box. The material's a little different, but it's pretty much the same purpose. But yeah, we've got the album cover on the front here. And of course, the title in black, which is Metallica. It's got the year and everything. And then on the back, we got the big old snake in black. We got a hologram down below there. So mine is number 30,050 out of 52,000. They made a shit ton of these, because this album sold millions and millions and millions of copies. Alright, cracking it open. It's still kind of pizza box style, but this time you just got a flap on the end that's magnetic. So be careful about how you carry it. You know, if you're going to have it face down like this, you better have that supported, because yeah, that's just a magnetic flap there, and it just opens straight up. Alright, get this situated on here. Okay, first things first. We've got the sheet of goodies, and as you can see, there are a lot of words and not very many pictures, unlike previous sets that would kind of have a picture of everything together. And then these are all song titles. So that's how much is in this damn box set. Let's see here. We got 6 pieces of vinyl. 4 13 CDs, 4 DVDs. So yeah, this set is massive. Alright. Then we have the hype sticker, of course. I could have read everything off that I just said without having to look at that stupid sheet. But alright, we've got a little folder type deal here, and inside it we have some prints here. So that's a Rip magazine, another Rip magazine, Kerrang. These are all front covers that they've done. I do not have the box that it came in anymore, but the packing tape used on the box, I did save a little section of it. Then we've got prints of the handwritten lyrics. And I have some other stuff underneath everything in the box. They've actually got a compartment down below for some goodies and stuff now. Instead of just for the CDs. So we'll get to that here in a second. So starting off with vinyl. Here's the album. Once a blue moon ago, I had all of these on vinyl. Ooh, come on back, Mike. There I am. I had all this stuff on vinyl originally. You know, the U.S. issue from Elektra. So I do kind of know a little bit about what it used to be versus what it is now. So for starters, it used to be a lyric inner sleeve, is now a two-sided insert sheet. And since this was the double album, there used to be 2 inner sleeves. And then the vinyl itself, I haven't moved this over to disc keepers yet for some reason, but it comes in white poly lined inner sleeves, and there is that custom label on 180 gram vinyl. Yes, I have been through this entire box set from front to back. It took a while. Get that little insert back in there. Close enough. Yeah, my first version of this that I had was a cassette. I wore blank spots into it. Got a second cassette, wore blank spots into it, and then finally got the CD, and CD I still have to this day. Alright, next piece of vinyl is a picture disc, which I have inside of a disc keeper, so you can't really see it. But it is inside a PVC sleeve. And this is a 12-inch picture disc single for Sad But True. And on the back of it, well, okay, you have Sad But True and Nothing Else Matters, the elevator version, which is kind of like just James on a guitar and then a symphony. And then on the back of it, you've got Creeping Death from a concert here that I'll show you in a minute, and Sad But True, which is a demo, which is also elsewhere in here. So there was 5 singles: Sandman, Sad But True, Unforgiven, Rome, and Nothing Else Matters. Yeah, 5 singles. So plenty of extra tracks and B-sides and what have you not for this time period. But to me, this period is Metallica at their absolute zenith. And some people probably disagree with that, and I just really don't care. Alright, for live shows, we have the infamous Russia, the Tushino Airfield show. And they played, it was a festival, there was like them, AC/DC, and reports of like damn near 1 million people in the audience. We've all seen the video. I mean, I would not be surprised if there was close to 1 million there. But just a blistering show. I have known this show for decades. I've always enjoyed listening to shows, especially from this time period. But we've got the Ecstasy of Gold, which of course starts it all. Then Enter Sandman, Creeping Death, Harvester of Sorrow, Fade to Black, Sad But True, Master of Puppets, Seek and Destroy, For Whom the Bell Tolls, One, Whiplash, an Encore Jam, Last Caress, Am I Evil, and Battery. And if you wanted to right now, I completely understand. But if you've never seen it, stay on YouTube. Type in Creeping Death from Moscow. And Moscow 1991. And that middle section where, you know, the Die By My Hand part, that whole crowd is singing back Die. It's pretty impressive. I believe Pantera was part of this show too. So yeah, excellent live show here. And just to show you the vinyl, it's got a similar label to the proper album, and then it's the cover is a customized cover, which just started with Injustice for All, Master of Puppets. Got a nice gatefold shot there, and yeah, just a killer live show, even though there's a big fuck up on Harvester of Sorrow. Hey man, what are you gonna do? But that is probably my favorite version of Creeping Death that I have heard to this day. Alright. Then we've got another piece of vinyl. Live at Wembley, April of 1992. And this was a tribute concert to Freddie Mercury from Queen. Tons and tons of people playing that day. Queen played with several people guesting. As a matter of fact, Queen played Stone Cold Crazy. They had Tony Iommi on guitar from Black Sabbath and Hetfield singing. And then Metallica did a little set which consisted of Enter Sandman, Sad But True, and Nothing Else Matters. Yeah, this is just a little EP kind of thing. And it's got a typical bootleg looking drawn label. Then the record cover looks like it's been handled by some grubby fingers or somebody that didn't wait for the ink to dry. That's the way it's supposed to look. So yeah, it's a fun little taste, but there's just a lot of live material in this box set. All right. Start moving some of this stuff out of the way here. Okay. Now, we've got a book chronicling a lot of stuff from this time period. Of course, it's got the Metallica logo set in black. And as we've grown accustomed to getting, we've got essays and pictures and all kinds of little notes about the making of and the tour thereafter. The only thing I was kind of bummed about, and this is just kind of foreshadowing even though I'm going to show, we didn't get the Mexico City video from the live shit Binge and Purge. That's the one thing I would have wanted added to this, but with all the other stuff that they gave us, I mean, I can live without it. So, boy, I am just getting out of focus like crazy today. Yeah. Maybe it's just hard to focus on all this black. You know, the Black Album, my black shirt, which some of you probably cannot figure out for the life of you what my shirt is trying to say. So, it's a little gag gift that my wife got me for my birthday last year, I think. But if you kind of get it now. So anyway, back to the box set. So we're to the CDs now. So starting off, we got the proper album, as we all know and love, and then it's got a nice little gatefold with artwork that was not in the original album. It's just film strips with different pictures. Booklet, of course. And then the CD itself is in a little inner sleeve. And there's the disc. Yeah, that's a lot of black to try to get picked up. So that was the proper album. First bonus stuff, we have riffs and demos. Right there. There's a big long song list there. We got a picture of the boys on the back. It's a two disc set. And I imagine the inner sleeves are all going to be solid on one side and then the Metallica logo on the other. Got the little scary guy on this disc from Live Shit. Alright, and what we have here, The Unforgiven from James's Riff Tapes, Nothing Else Matters from James's Riff Tapes, Sad But True from James's Riff Tapes, Holier Than Thou from James's Riff Tape, Don't Tread on Me from James's Riff Tapes, Another Unforgiven from James's Riff Tapes, The Struggle Within from James's Riff Tapes, Another Unforgiven from James's Riff Tapes, The God That Failed from James's Riff Tapes, Wherever I May Roam from James's Riff Tapes, Enter Sandman from Kirk's Riff Tapes, Through the Never from Kirk's Riff Tapes, Of Wolf and Man from Kirk's Riff Tapes, Enter Sandman from Kirk's Riff Tapes again, My Friend of Misery from Jason's Riff Tapes, and Writing in Progress version of Enter Sandman, Writing in Progress of Sad But True, God That Failed, Don't Tread on Me, Struggle Within, Holier Than Thou, Another Sad But True. These are all from July of 1990, Writing in Progress. Now we've got a demo for Sad But True from July of 90. And then Don't Tread on Me, Enter Sandman, Nothing Else Matters, Of Wolf and Man, Through the Never, The Struggle Within, a couple of different versions of Wherever I May Roam, and The Struggle Within. So when I say something from Riff Tapes, the way that they have been well documented to write songs is they'll just, well, back in those days, you know, just a little tape recorder with a 60 or 90 minute blank cassette, and you just record a bunch of riffs on there, and then at some point they'll go through and they'll, you know, grab this riff and that riff and, you know, 4 or 5 riffs and then make a song out of them. So alright, CD 2, we've got a demo of Enter Sandman from August of 90, and then Sad But True, Don't Tread on Me, Nothing Else Matters, Holier Than Thou, Wherever I May Roam, Struggle Within, God That Failed, Of Wolf and Man, My Friend of Misery, and then Unforgiven, Through the Never, Of Wolf and Man, The God That Failed, Unforgiven, My Friend of Misery. They've done like 3 or 4 demos of each song, so. Alright. Next up, we have the interviews. And so, CD 1 is the David Frick tapes. Kurt, Jason, Lars, and James. Then CD 2 is Stefan Shirazi tapes. Again, Lars, Jason, Kirk, and James. So, then CD's in an inner sleeve again. Next up, we have pre-production rehearsals and radio edits. This is just a single disc. There's your scary guy again. And it says radio edits. Now, I was an active fan at the time period that this was all going on. I do not remember hearing anything different from the album version on the radio where I was. So, Enter Sandman, Sad But True, Unforgiven, Wherever I May Roam, Nothing Else Matters. Every time I ever heard them on the radio back then, it was an album version. So pre-production rehearsals. We've got Enter Sandman, Sad But True, Holier Than Thou, Nothing Else Matters, Wherever I May Roam, Don't Tread on Me, Through the Never, Unforgiven, Of Wolf and Man, The God That Failed, My Friend of Misery, and The Struggle Within. And if you've watched the year and a half in the life of Metallica video, I believe that these are like this is what's going on at the beginning of them, where they're all bitching in the studio and stuff. And then we've got radio edits, supposedly, of Enter Sandman, The Unforgiven, Nothing Else Matters, and Wherever I May Roam. Like I said, I don't remember ever hearing anything other than the album version on the radio back then, but I was also 10, 11 years old, too. Alright. Next up, we have rough and alternate mixes. And it's a 2-disc set. Alright. So this, we have So What, which is an early take. And ended up being a B-side. Killing Time, which was, let's see, So What was a cover of Anti-Nowhere League. Killing Time is a Sweet Savage cover. And, I have this stuff right in front of me, but that writing's a little small. Through the Never, Take 53. Holy shit. Holier Than Thou, Take 9. My Friend of Misery, Take 4. The Struggle Within, Take 12. Of Wolf and Man, Take 2. God That Failed, Take 26. Now I understand that it's not fully 26 times that they recorded this. I understand how recording works, and Take 53, that might be, just James double tracking a vocal somewhere down the line. God That Failed was Take 26. Don't Tread on Me is Take 6. Enter Sandman is Take 15. Then Take 35. Late Night Skinner Jam, featuring Freebird, originally released by Leonard Skinner. I kind of remember a scene where somebody was playing pool and James was playing On the Hunt, but that was from a year and a half in the life of Metallica. The Unforgiven, 139 beat per minute take. Nothing Else Matters is Take 19. Sad But True is Take 36. And Wherever I May Roam is Take 3. Alright. On to the next disc, you have a rough mix of Enter Sandman, The God That Failed, Struggle Within, The Unforgiven, Wherever I May Roam, Don't Tread on Me, Through the Never, Sad But True, Of Wolf and Man, My Friend of Misery, Holier Than Thou. And then you got the no orchestra mix of Nothing Else Matters, just dry. And then you've got an orchestra and clean guitar vocal mix, which is kind of like the Elevator version, but apparently it's not the Elevator version because that is next in line here. So, plenty of little alternates to check out. And just a second. Alright, next up, some shit from Day on the Green, Oakland, California, October 12th, 1991. Well, I am going to assume that is a picture actually from that day. I know in some aspects the guys are kind of anal about that, making sure the pictures are lining up with the dates and whatnot. There's the disc. Alright. Alright, so on the Day on the Green stuff, we've got Creeping Death, Harvester of Sorrow, Sanitarium, Sad But True, Wherever I May Roam, a bass solo, Through the Never, Unforgiven, Master of Puppets, Seek and Destroy, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Fade to Black, and Whiplash. So, and then underneath that compartment where I pulled those CDs out, we have some little goodies here. So first things first, we have the download card, which will get you everything in the set. And then we have some passes, the Nowhere Else to Roam, and then the Summer of 1991, Metallica and AC/DC. Wherever I May Roam in 92. Oop. Just throw it everywhere, Mike. And the ill-fated co-headline tour with Guns N' Roses. Then on top of that, we've got a little bag that's got some picks in, which the bag is not a Ziploc style. It is actually sealed, so I am going to leave it sealed, but I do want to point something out. We all know that I am a huge Metallica fan and I am a guitar player. And James Hetfield is such a big thing to me. I know that green pick right there it's a custom Dunlop pick made out of Tortex material. These are the picks that I use. See the Dunlop logo there. That's the one. James was so much my idol. When I was learning how to play guitar, I used the same pick as he does. I forced myself to play with a 3-fingered grip like he does. It's just how it is, I guess. And then 35 years later, it's just second nature to me. Alright, so there was that pile of CDs. Okay. Now my cat's sharking me, so I'm going to have to let it. Sorry for all these interruptions. Alright. Next pile of CDs. we're getting into some live stuff. Not live shit, because that's... Come on, Mike. There's live shit right there. Yeah. I could have just like looked over and pointed at it, but yeah. Yeah. Live shit's right there on that shelf. Anyway, live stuff from the tour. So, live at Arco Arena, Sacramento, California, January 11th, 1992, plus covers and B-sides. So, there's a big live shot. There's our little gatefold there, and then James being James. And the scary guy. It's a 2-disc set. So, our track listing. We have The Ecstasy of Gold, of course. Enter Sandman, Creeping Death, Harvester of Sorrow, Sanitarium, Sad But True, Wherever I May Roam, The Four Horsemen, Bass Solo, Through the Never, Unforgiven, a Justice medley, which I absolutely love the Justice medley. I love how they piled all that together. A drum solo, a guitar solo, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Fade to Black, Whiplash, Encore Jam, Master of Puppets, Seek and Destroy, and then One, Last Caress, Am I Evil, Battery, an Encore Jam number 2, Bread Fan, Stone Cold Crazy. Okay, Bread Fan was the last live song of the show, right? Stone Cold Crazy, So What, Killing Time, Stone Cold Crazy Again, Harvester of Sorrow, a live version, and a live version of Nothing Else Matters. Okay. Yeah. Some of them are B-sides. I got lost there. But yeah, so there's all that. Live, I'm not going to even try to butcher that word there. But it's in Mannheim, Germany, May 22nd of 1993. So there's your front. There's your big wide shot for a gatefold. And there's the back. This one we have The Ecstasy of Gold, Creeping Death, which to me is the proper song to follow The Ecstasy of Gold. Harvester of Sorrow, Sanitarium, Of Wolf and Man, Wherever I May Roam, The Thing That Should Not Be, The Unforgiven, Disposable Heroes, bass solo, an instrumental medley which kind of pieced together parts of Orion, To Live Is To Die, and The Call of Cthulhu. And then a guitar solo, The Four Horsemen, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Fade to Black, Master of Puppets, Seek and Destroy, Battery, Nothing Else Matters, Sad But True, Last Caress, One, Enter Sandman, and So What. So moving Enter Sandman towards the end of the set, that's kind of the way they do it now. But yeah, anytime I hear that little snippet of The Ecstasy of Gold, even if I'm watching The Good and the Bad and the Ugly, when it gets to that spot where it cuts off, I'm expecting a cymbal count and Creeping Death. So, Mannheim, Germany. And then underneath that little section, there was a little slot for a lanyard for the passes, which I mean, I think this is a resealable bag, but I'm just going to go ahead and leave it in there as it is. Alright. Now we're on to our next one. This is going to be the DVDs. So, a year and a half in the life of Metallica outtakes. So, we've all seen a year and a half in the life of, most of us anyway. I think I might still have my VHS copy around here somewhere. I might have got rid of it. I don't know. I know I've got it on DVD back there, but I might still have the VHS to it. Anyway, there's the DVD. And this is just outtakes from the DVD. So, the making of Don't Tread on Me, the making of Sad But True, the making of Enter Sandman, Enter Cameraman. That sounds like something that could be on Pornhub. But anyway, the making of Unforgiven, the making of Nothing Else Matters, Rehearsal Day with Queen, Metallica play the Freddie Mercury tribute concert for AIDS awareness. And yeah, that's it. Alright, next up is live at, I'm not going to butcher that word, but it's in Copenhagen, Denmark. 1 disc. Alright, so on that we've got the Ecstasy of Gold. It's Enter Sandman, Creeping Death, Harvester of Sorrow, Fade to Black, Sad But True, Master of Puppets, Seek and Destroy, For Whom the Bell Tolls, One, Whiplash, an Encore Jam, Last Caress, Am I Evil, and Battery. And then there's bonus shit. Holier Than Thou, live from Muskegon, Michigan. Blitzkrieg from Denver, Colorado. Leper Messiah from Los Angeles. Master of Puppets, also from Los Angeles. Am I Evil from Los Angeles. Bread Fan from San Francisco. So What from Wembley. Stone Cold Crazy from Wembley. Am I Evil from Birmingham, England. And Helpless from Birmingham, England. So, threw in a little hodgepodge of live songs, and some of them that didn't get played a whole lot. So, especially on that tour, there wasn't a whole lot of Holier Than Thou, and Blitzkrieg and Leper Messiah didn't get played a whole bunch. Helpless, I don't know that I've heard them play Helpless before Garage Incorporated, that tour. Anyway, now we are in Nuremberg, Germany at that venue. This is a 1-disc set. And it starts off with the Ecstasy of Gold, and then of Wolf and Man, that's different. Creeping Death, Harvester of Sorrow, Sanitarium, Sad But True, Wherever I May Roam, The Unforgiven, the Justice Medley, a bass solo and a guitar solo, Through the Never, which it makes a note that the tape ran out before the song began and didn't start recording until the first chorus. For Whom the Bell Tolls, Fade to Black, Master of Puppets, Seek and Destroy, Whiplash, Nothing Else Matters, Am I Evil, Last Caress, One, Damage Incorporated, and Enter Sandman. So Europe got some pretty good obscure songs on that tour. And then the final, oh no, not the final, But there is that venue in Werchter, Belgium, plus some music videos and whatnot. So there's your front, there's your back, and then your inside. So from Belgium, we've got the Ecstasy of Gold, Creeping Death, Harvester of Sorrow, Sanitarium of Wolfenman, Wherever I May Roam, Disposable Heroes, Unforgiven, a bass solo, the instrumental medley, the guitar solo, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Fade to Black, Master of Puppets, Seek and Destroy, Battery, Nothing Else Matters, Sad But True, One, Enter Sandman, and So What. And then the live disc, or the music videos, we have the Enter Sandman video that we all know, the Unforgiven, Nothing Else Matters, Wherever I May Roam, Sad But True, and then a theatrical version of The Unforgiven. I didn't realize there was 2 videos, so I must not have been paying attention. Alright, and then behind the videos for Enter Sandman, and then Ross Halfin's home movies from Los Angeles, Moscow, Oakland, another Oakland, where he actually filmed some of the stuff they were playing, Miami, Perth, Australia, Jakarta, Indonesia, and Bangkok, Thailand. So a lot of stuff in there. And then the final DVD is Wherever We May Roam, and this is just going to be different songs from different places around the world. So hit the road with 26 unreleased performances, each filmed at a different stop on the tour. So we got Enter Sandman from the Netherlands, Creeping Death from Barcelona, Holier Than Now from Muskegon, Michigan, which was elsewhere in the set, Harvester of Sorrow from Worcester, Mass, Sanitarium from Portland, Maine, Sad But True from Casper, Wyoming, The Four Horsemen from Baton Rouge, of Wolf and Man from Raleigh, North Carolina, For Whom the Bell Tolls from East Rutherford, New Jersey, The Unforgiven from La Cruces, New Mexico, The Shortest Straw from Pasadena, Damage Incorporated from London, Through the Never from Rome, Fade to Black from Copenhagen, Whiplash from Rockford, Illinois, Master of Puppets from Montreal, Seek and Destroy from Mexico City. I think that might be a different night from what we got on Binge and Purge, but it might be the same one. Motor Breath from Mexico City. Wherever I May Roam from Sao Paulo. Last Caress from Buenos Aires. One from Dusseldorf, Germany. Disposable Heroes from Milton Keynes, England. The Thing That Should Not Be from Budapest. Battery from Tel Aviv. And So What from Belgium. So, yeah, just a all over the place kind of deal. So, yeah, they really started playing around with the set list on that tour and trying not to play the exact same show night after night after night. And there's just a wealth of live material from it. So, and with that, we are done with the Black Album box set and the Metallica box sets. I wish I would have had the foresight to try to find the old VHS copy of year and a half in the life of, but if I remember to if I do one on live shit right there, I might get all that stuff out for that. So anyway, I thank you for hanging in there with me. This one was a little longer than the others, but eagerly awaiting to see what kind of box sets they throw out next. So as always, thanks for hanging with me, and I'll catch you the next time.